Good evening, everybody. Father Miller here, a tired Father Miller. Welcome back to the Nerd Father. I am on the road tonight. So, as I mentioned in the description for the video, I have a priest workshop that I'm going to on Tuesday. And after this morning, the three parishes, I drove about 300 miles, about 240 miles to get to the parish that I'm broadcasting from tonight, because I live 4 hours from where the meeting is. I just figured, if I'm going to drive that distance, I'm not just going to do an overnight. I'm going to come in for a few days to see some friends and everything. So I'm a little bit tired. I figured I wanted to do at least a stream. I'm doing this straight from my laptop, which is going into the shop tomorrow. So if you were on my stream last week, the T key came off. So I'm also having some problems with my motherboard and battery and stuff. So I'm taking it into the Geek Squad tomorrow. So I'll be getting that fixed. But yeah, so it's been a busy week, but it's been a good week. Yesterday was kind of a dramatic day for our country. For those that know me, one of my first jobs right after college was working for a Catholic company in northern New Jersey. I lived out about a year, a little bit south of the New York border on the western side of the Hudson River. So for those watching from the East Coast, if you know where Park Ridge, New Jersey is, that was my town that I lived in for about a year. And then I was very active in Pearl River, New York, which is just, like I said, across the border in New York State on the western side of the Hudson. So it's on the western side of New York City. But I got into New York City a lot when I lived out there. And for me, it's hard to believe it's been 24 years ago that happened. I lived out there from basically, I think from February to December of 97. And I loved it. I mean, being a farm kid, I jumped at the chance to be able to live out east. And again, loved it. Went into the city many times whenever I could. I didn't have a car out there, but you didn't really need to have a car. And the beauty was that there was a bus service running from Park Ridge right into the Port Authority bus terminal. If I remember correctly, it was like on 8th and 48th or something. It was right near Midtown. So, but the World Trade Center thing for me has always been close to me, again, because I love New York. As I told my people this morning, I grew up a Yankees fan. Mom was a Yankees fan, so I was a Yankees fan. So I went to the seminary and was sent out east to Philadelphia to study for 4 years. I actually had a chance to go up to New York City for the first time in probably 7 years, back in 2004, 2005. I had a chance to visit Ground Zero. I think I showed some of those pictures on Friday during the Friday afternoon stream. So I have not been back to New York City since 2008, the year that I was ordained a priest. And I'm hoping I can get back out there sometime soon, mostly because one of my friends who's been on my channel before, Father Galfond, is a priest of the New York City area. And as I told my people, when you are a priest and traveling, you have places to stay, as this is proof behind me tonight. I'm staying with a priest friend. So I had a chance to go to the comic book store this afternoon, and I picked up a few. Again, as you know, I'm into the old comics, so I picked up a bunch of the 70s Superman. But this one I'm pretty excited about. I paid a little bit too much for it, but this is, I don't remember what year this is, but let's see. See, I don't know how well this is coming in, but this is the Super Son of Superman. I paid about $7.50 for it. So as you can see, the Superman's son with the big brain and everything, mocking his dad. Now use your feeble mind to spell cat with my blocks. So beware the super genius baby. So yeah, that was fun. But the other thing too that was nice is I was able to pick up a bunch of cheaper ones this one. This is the Superman 256 from, I have to look it up. Let me actually see, since I have my comic database right behind me. Superman 256 would have been from, okay, so this one was September 1972. The 224, this one would have been from February 1970. And then this one is from September 1973. So again, thinking that these three comics are older than myself. I'll be 48 next June. These comics are older than myself. So these comics are at least almost 50 years old. So really not too bad. And again, not too bad of a price for that. But see, this one I picked up. I love the art. I mean, one of the things that draws me in is the campiness, but also the art. So let's see. Don't just stand there. Can't you see I'm being strangled? Is he crazy? There's nothing there. And as it says, super spectacular search for the impossible man. So, but yeah. Again, comics from the 50s, 50 years old. So, anyway. So, and then this was the cheapest one. This was an action comic from, I think, let me see, what did the count? This has to be like late 70s, early 80s. Okay, 1979. This is a 1979 comic I got for $2.50. You figure new comics today are going for about $4. So really, the only one I paid a little bit more for was the one from 1970. So anyway, let's see who we got in the chat. We got Chris P. Good to see you. Again, good to see you too. Lord Thoth is here. So yeah, I got to watch Friday Night Tights. It was interesting with Alex Jones. I'm not a huge Alex Jones fan, and I did survive the whole time. I've got to give hats off to the moderators being able to do that. I haven't talked to any of them since the stream. But anyway, but just wanted to show an article that I came across this evening. This is from the New York Post. So one of the things I did when I lived in Jersey, I had a daily subscription to the New York Post, and I have been reading it ever since. So they have made the point that now more people have died from 9/11 illnesses than the September 11th attacks. And that's not surprising. So it looks like there were 2,996 victims on 9/11, and the statistics show that 3,311 people have died, although it doesn't cite the exact cause of death. So anyway, so I'm hearing some of my brother priests in the background. I just figured go for a short stream tonight. Like I said, just not a whole lot going on. Just wanted to see what's going on. So, but yeah, this is where it's going to be interesting. The next 10 to 20 years are going to be devastating. And it's going to get worse. So let's see if we can find the 9/11 dust lady. If you remember this picture, she died, I think, about 5 years ago. So, but let's hear it from you guys. Anything going on? We got Max Redstone in the chat. Good to see you. So, this week I will be hosting the Rabbi on my channel on Friday. I'm hoping to do another stream sometime this week. I know that this week we have our high school youth kickoff on Wednesday. Our workshop is on Tuesday, so I won't be getting back to the parish till Wednesday evening. I have a mass Wednesday evening, and then the Catholic CYO for the high school kids. Again, this is our kickoff. We've been back in school now for almost a month, and it's kind of hard to believe. Vegas has been a month ago now, but it's been good. I am celebrating. My channel is now up to 800 subs. So we're growing. Let's see. So, like I said, I just wanted to do a short stream this evening. Let's see. Max says he's working on drone operations mission planning. Good. So I don't get into town very often because, again, as I said, it's about a 300-mile drive. So I'm just going to try to spend the next few days just seeing friends. And like I said, I apologize for the short stream, but I wanted to do something on the road. The camera resolution is not the greatest, but that's fine. It looks like the signal's working. So anyway, that's all I have for tonight. Like I said, just a really short stream. So we'll catch up with you later. Till then, God bless.